You are not checking your phone because you enjoy it. You are checking it because your brain feels uneasy when you don't. That discomfort is quiet, almost invisible, but powerful enough to move your hand without permission. If you have ever unlocked your phone and realized you didn't even know why, this is not an accident. This is learned behavior. Think about your day so far. You checked your phone after waking up. Before your feet touched the floor, you checked it while waiting, while eating, while walking, sometimes while watching something else. Not because you were curious, not because something important happened, but because a small internal tension appeared, a sense of emptiness, a mental itch, a feeling that something might be missing. And the moment your screen lit up, that feeling softened, not fully, just enough. That relief lasted seconds. Then the urge returned. This pattern repeats dozens of times a day. And most people blame themselves for it. They say they lack discipline, they think they are addicted, they feel ashamed, but nothing is wrong with you. Your brain is doing exactly what it was trained to do. To understand this, we need to talk about how your brain handles uncertainty. For most of human history, change meant survival. A sound in the bushes, a movement in the distance, a signal that something was different. Brains that noticed change stayed alive. Brains that ignored it did not. So the brain developed a bias. Silence feels suspicious. Stillness feels unsafe. Fast forward to today. Your phone is a machine of signals, notifications, messages, visual movement, new information. Your brain does not know this is artificial. It reacts the same way it always has. Every time you check your phone and something is there, your brain releases dopamine. Not because it feels good, but because something might matter. This distinction is important. Dopamine is not pleasure. It is anticipation. It rises before the reward, not after. That is why checking your phone feels urgent, even when you already know there's probably nothing new. Your brain is not asking, will this make me happy? It is asking, did something change? That question keeps the system active. This is the same mechanism used in gambling machines. Most polls give nothing, but occasionally there is a win. That uncertainty trains behavior faster than predictable rewards ever could. Phones use the same loop. Most checks are empty, but sometimes there is a message, a like, a notification. Your brain remembers those moments, so it keeps checking. Not for joy, for possibility. Over time, the behavior becomes automatic. You don't decide to check your phone. Your body moves first. That is because habits are stored below conscious thought. Every habit follows the same loop. A feeling appears, and action follows. Relief comes after. The feeling is rarely obvious. It might be boredom, stress, loneliness, mental fatigue, or simply silence. The action is simple. Your hand reaches for your phone. The relief is subtle, but real. Your nervous system calms slightly. Your brain learns this worked. The loop strengthens. Eventually, the urge appears before you are even aware of it. This is not addiction in the dramatic sense. It is conditioning. And here's the part most people never hear. When stimulation becomes constant, stillness starts to feel threatening, not consciously, physiologically. No input feels like something is wrong, so your brain fills the gap. That is why quitting feels uncomfortable, not because you need the phone, but because your nervous system does not know how to sit with nothing. When people say, just use your phone less, they misunderstand the problem. The phone is not the issue, your relationship with silence is. Once you see this, something shifts. You stop asking, what is wrong with me? And start asking, what is my brain trying to regulate right now? That question creates distance, and distance creates choice. Willpower alone does not solve this. Willpower only works when conditions are perfect. When you are rested, when stress is low, when life feels manageable. But phone checking happens when willpower is weakest, late at night, after long days, when emotions are heavy. That is why discipline fails. You are fighting biology with motivation. Biology always wins. So the solution is not force, it is redesign. The goal is not to stop checking your phone forever. The goal is to slow the loop, to notice the moment just before your hand moves. That moment matters. When the urge appears, do not fight it, just notice it. Ask yourself quietly, what am I feeling right now? Name it: boredom, tension, fatigue, restlessness. This does something important. Labeling an emotion reduces activity in the stress centers of the brain and increases control. You are not suppressing the urge. You are understanding it. Your brain is not asking for entertainment. It is asking for relief. So give it relief without stimulation, a slow breath, standing up, looking at something distant, letting your eyes rest. These actions are boring, and that is why they work. Relief does not require excitement. It requires safety. At first, silence feels loud. Then it feels neutral. Then it feels spacious. This is your nervous system recalibrating. You also reduce the loop by adding friction. Move distracting apps away from the home screen. Turn off notifications that do not truly matter. Keep your phone face down when possible. You are not banning your phone. You are slowing access. And slowing is enough to weaken habits. Over time, something changes. You begin checking your phone intentionally, not reflexively. Your attention stretches, your thoughts slow down. You feel present again. Not because you forced yourself, but because your brain no longer needs to escape silence. Your phone did not steal your focus. Your brain adapted to a noisy world. That adaptation once helped you. Now it needs updating. Change does not start with deleting apps. It starts with awareness. Awareness is quiet. So the next time your hand moves before your mind does, do not judge it, just notice. And ask yourself one question. What am I actually looking for right now?